everyone, and welcome to the Mayor Spotlight for January 2023. Happy New Year. It's going to be an exciting new year here in Rocky Hill. Lots of different projects are underway, and I thought I would just come to you quickly today and sort of give you a very brief high-level overview of what's happening at the local level and what's happening at the state level, and then a couple of just exciting things that you may have noticed in your drive around town recently. So most notably at the local level, our 2022 through 2027 affordable housing plan was released, and this is actually Rocky Hill's very first specific housing plan. And as some of you may be aware, each municipality is required to create and adopt an affordable housing plan, and we have just done that. And it's something that should be reviewed at least every 5 years. Our plan was prepared with the help of a consulting firm, which you might recall, as well as our Planning and Zoning Commission. It really was a lengthy process. Just to give you a quick idea, there were a number of workshop meetings with the Planning and Zoning Commission. There was actually an online survey for Rocky Hill residents, and quite a few hundred folks in the community participated in that survey, so thank you. Again, there was our independent research and investigation done by our planning consultant. There were discussions and refinement on a variety of housing issues as well as possible strategies. And then, of course, there was preparation and refinement of the overall plan. So basically, this really helps us ensure that at the local level, we have a clear understanding of needs, of what our portfolio looks like, and its intersection with the state's expectations with respect to meeting that 10% requirement of affordable housing. We will continue, as we have, to work on expanding our housing options, increasing choices, and helping to meet the needs of households of all ages, sizes, incomes, and characteristics. And for those of you who may be interested, the plan itself, you can find this online on our town website. It's about 35 pages long. It's a lot of very good information. I would encourage you to just take a look at it. You may find it quite interesting, as I do, and lots of strategies in here for us to consider implementing. Also on the local level, just a quick reminder, if you have not already, to go onto the town's website and check out our Notify Me section, which will allow you to receive emails or text messages, whatever your preference is, about things that are going on in town. It's absolutely free to sign up. You can unsubscribe. You can manage your subscription. It's really cool. You'll have access to our alert center, so you'll get alerts about things going on in town. Other things you can be alerted to our calendar, again, so you know when there are meetings and different things, town events. One of the things I like most about it is the news flash. So you can pick and choose where you want to receive information from. You may be interested in what's going on the commission, for example, on inclusion and innovation, or Parks and Rec, COVID-19, Senior Center, different programs, things going on there, and of course our sustainability, recycling, and waste reduction efforts. So again, you can go onto our website. It's called Notify Me, and it's a really great way to stay connected with your community. So what is happening at the state level? We haven't talked about that in a while. We are beginning a new legislative session, January. It's the long session, so it will run through all of spring and a bit into the very beginning of the summer. You know that I feel very strongly about ensuring that we have a seat at the table when new policies are being discussed, and also that we have some input when new legislation is being drafted. And for that reason, I sit on a couple of committees, and we've been quite busy putting together our legislative recommendations for this session. Those for CCM, that legislative committee, we have published those. You can find those online. I will talk more about them at our upcoming town council meeting, which will be on a Tuesday, the 17th of January, because Martin Luther King Day is on Monday. And we will also have a special Mayor Spotlight Luncheon at the Senior Center on February 24th, and we will review some of my committee's legislative recommendations and some of the other recommendations that are out there to benefit municipalities. Also, through CROG, we have put together our legislative recommendations, and we're actually going to be meeting with the legislature tomorrow. We've invited them to come and get to know CROG a little bit and what its purpose is, and some of the issues that we feel are impacting municipalities. So that's a great other tool that we have as a town to put forth our concerns. There's power in numbers. And then finally, not tomorrow, but Thursday, the town manager and I will be attending the Connecticut Council of Small Towns annual meeting, where we vote on its legislative recommendations. And as the name suggests, that's more for small towns like Rocky Hill to put forth our concerns, put them into writing, and then COST will lobby those issues for us. One of the things that I do plan on addressing Thursday is the state's failure to reimburse us for lost revenue when it capped the car sales mill rate. They capped the car tax and indicated that they would reimburse us fully for any losses that we may have incurred, and we did in fact incur losses, but unfortunately we were not reimbursed. So we're going to get to the bottom of that. And then finally, what's new and exciting, the Ames building is gone, so that property is clear. If you have an opportunity to drive by, it's a completely different view now. Very exciting to see what's going to take place. A great way to start the new year. And speaking of new looks, I've been told that the decorative fencing is going to go up this month at the River's Edge property. And it's not being done simply for aesthetic purposes for you and I driving by, but more so to remedy that blighted appearance, which has been discouraging economic development of surrounding properties in that area. So that really is hopefully going to be a little bit of a turning point and incentivize folks who are interested in coming out there and putting things like coffee shops, restaurants, etc. And then lastly, this month, January, is Gingerbread House Month, and this year we have a twist. So this year there is a sustainability challenge because we have been hyper-focused on being a sustainable community, which doesn't necessarily just encompass the environment, but it touches all areas, including affordable housing, the arts, and so on. But we are challenging you for January to build a structure, so it can be a gingerbread house or some type of office or a city or even an electric vehicle, and include at least one sustainable component. So if you build a house, you may want to add rain barrels or recycling elements, composting bins, and so on. So get creative. And you can find all of that information on our website. And the exciting thing is the winners of our Gingerbread Challenge will receive a $50 gift card to a local business. So that's a very high-level introduction of what's going on in January, and we will circle back in a couple of months and talk about what's new and exciting. Have a great day, everyone.